Hi, I'm Brenda.
And I'm Mac.
Welcome to Girl Logic,
where if it makes sense to us,
it just makes sense.
Oof. We were good at that. We lost it a little bit.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Another week.
Yeah, happy to be here. I feel like we haven't seen each other in forever. Mia's licking my... Okay. I feel like it's been so long.
I know.
Been what?
Well, because we've been doing this like every week, I think.
Yeah, and this was the first time we had 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It was fun.
So how's it
break
going? How were your 2 weeks without me?
It was good. I went down to South Carolina to visit my parents. I saw my brother as well. So it was fun to see them. I don't remember the last time I saw them, but it's usually a few months.
Yeah.
At the minimum between seeing them. So it was good to see them. It's also the first time I went down in the summer in a really long time.
Okay.
I usually go spring, fall, winter. So first time in the summer, which was cool. Got to do a lot of pool.
Super hot.
Super hot.
Yeah.
Humid. We actually made it down to the beach one day too. So I was like,
Okay.
nice. The only beach action so far.
Jeez.
Yeah. What about you? How's it been going?
Okay. I feel like I've been like on a roller coaster. We're now what, mid-July at this point. Okay, thank you. The start of summer, I was like, yeah, like this is so much fun. I'm swimming, I'm doing this, and like the podcast has helped a lot because I've had like things to do and like things to create. But between like the heat wave and the thunderstorm weather that's just been like alternating, I don't know, I'm in a funk. And I also think like I've finally relaxed into summer where I'm not feeling like a guilt of like I'm not helping anybody. Now I'm just like really cycling in whatever I need to do that day, and that's it. So I'm like, I don't know. I've been getting up later, doing less. I've just felt like
you finally eased into relaxing.
Yeah, but now I feel like an oaf. Like I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not doing anything productive with my time. So I'm so excited to be back and do this because I was like, I was telling Anthony, I was like, I am so excited to record. And he's like, what are you even talking about? This was last night. And I was like, honestly, I forget. But I'm just excited to do it. And he's like, what is that even? I was like, it's like a couple hours of uninterrupted chit chat.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like, this is therapy. This is my therapy.
And it's good structure too, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's good structure, and also you feel like you're doing something, you know?
Right.
Like you're completing a task, or like you're completing a project, or completing an episode.
Yeah, and there's
It's
like
satisfying.
deadlines to it too. Like, I mean, self-imposed, but it's like trying to maintain some normalcy. So when I go back to work, it's not like a free-for-all at that point. But yeah, so other stuff I've been up to, I got my engagement photos back.
You got them
I'm
back?
obsessed. So the last time when we recorded talking about it ended up getting postponed because of the heat wave.
Oh, yes. Well, was it just heat wave, or was it also thunderstorms?
It was heat wave. It was 100 degrees.
It was the one.
So he was
it
like,
was,
I don't really know, like up to you. But I was like, okay, yeah,
Let's
it's
not.
fine. Let's not. Well, then this second time, weather was okay all day. Honestly, beautiful day. And then it gets closer to the evening. We were planning to shoot around 6:30. And like I get a text and it's like, the weather's not looking too great. Like, what do you want to do? And I was like, I don't know. Let me text Anthony. Cause like I spent the whole day like putting eyelashes on and buying makeup and like trying to like be happy with how I looked for these pictures. But I also don't want to be a brat and be like, yes, go out in the rain and take my picture, you know? So we looked at the radar. It wasn't supposed to start till like 7:30. So we're like, if we can get there a little earlier than we planned, we'll just have like a short shoot.
Just
you know, and
quicker.
it'll be
Yeah.
whatever. Like if it starts to rain lightly, like it's fine. Well, between leaving the house and arriving there, the weather shifted completely. So radar changed completely. It is thundering, lightning, and downpouring on our drive there. And I'm like, I really hope it passes. Like, I don't know what to do. So we park in a parking deck and then we wait for the... Sorry, I feel like
she's just licking the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we park in the deck and we're like waiting for the photographer to get there, and it is just storming nonstop. And it did the entire time. So like in the beginning, we took a couple pictures under an overhang, so we're dry.
Okay,
We have,
that
like-
makes sense. Yeah, because I saw them and like
That was
you
like,
could see the
first couple
transition.
minutes.
It's like dry, rain.
Half wet was the worst. So once we came out of that overhang, it was like a little, like, we were damp, but you couldn't tell, so it was just like a discomfort thing. But as soon as we were like soaked, it was really fun. So we ended up shooting for a little under an hour, just like in the downpour, and they're like a movie. It's like The Notebook. So I love them a lot. And it's funny because we just talked about AI. I posted them on Instagram after we got them back.
The pictures.
We got them back yesterday. I posted the pictures on Instagram and I got flagged for AI. And I was like, hold on a second, because I know I do not look that beautiful. Like, I am not flawless. But I think the photographer had
pictures
used
look
AI
so good
to edit some sunshine into it, because there was absolutely no sunshine that day. But they look great. They look great. And, you know, whatever. And that's another perk of using AI.
Yeah, I feel like, again, and we talked about this last time, but it's like there's such a sweet spot of where to use it, and when you use it the right way, it's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
I agree.
Yeah.
Another thing I'm using AI for, just on topic right now, and I can't tell you too much because it does affect you, but I am on this side of TikTok right now where brides or maid of honors are emailing companies for PR for the Bachelorette. So I'll just tell you some I've seen. Okay, some of the bigger ones, I saw Owala give a water bottle to every person on the trip. Like, I've seen like them just mail stuff, like a bunch of free stuff. And now I've saved so many of them to like reference what companies are doing what. So my whole TikTok is just like people walking in with boxes of just stuff like, here's what I got for my bridesmaids today in the mail. And it's crazy. So I'm using AI to help me like craft emails to these companies.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we'll see. I got my first response today. It was not free stuff, but it was 65% off. So like,
that's still really good.
Yeah. I mean, in the least I have coupons.
Exactly.
So I'm not paying full price for stuff. But I'm trying to only reach out to companies that I personally use and that I like, because a lot of people are just reaching out to the ones that just are known to send stuff. And it's like, I don't know, like whenever you're giving gifts and like goodies, or what are they called when you go to like a wedding? What is it called?
Favors?
Yeah, like a party favor. A lot of it gets thrown away.
Yes.
So like, I want it to be at least stuff that I wouldn't want to throw away. I don't know if anybody else would, but yeah, so another use of AI.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I feel like I need to like catch up on everything. One more thing, when I talked about AI, how I talked to my florist using AI, it was so good. So I ended up having calls after I had
oh yeah, because you used it to prep you because you didn't know like what you needed, what to go for.
Yeah. So the phone call was exactly what AI had asked me. Like, are you doing this? How many of these are you doing? It was perfect because I had already then had the list and was able to talk to a human about like what I'm envisioning. But it was great. Highly recommend. So
do you feel like it made it more efficient? Like,
it at least prepared me for the conversation, because I think if I would have taken that phone call, just with the background I have, which is very limited and ever needing flowers, especially at that capacity, it like prepped me for what I needed to think about, to be able to tell her what I need so that she could give me a proposal. Because the whole like first call is just, what do you need so I can tell you how much so you could tell me if you want to use me. So yeah, it was great. I wonder if I can use it for anything else.
I feel like you will.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm still shocked about the favors thing. That is so cool.
I know.
Like, so, in this day and age, that's awesome.
Right. I'm optimistic. But like I said, it's oversaturated at this point, especially on TikTok. So, yeah. Yeah. So we're going to talk about products today that we like and things. But before we do, I've been doing a lot of talking. On your trip, you now traveled with the dogs, right? So you were driving quite a ways.
Yeah.
Driving. Since we're talking about routines today, how did your routines go? Did you fall out of routine? Like, what's changed? What worked?
Yeah. So the drive down was, honestly, at this point, I forget it, because we do it every few months ish, and it's so bad that you do it and then you just put it in a little box and forget about it.
Right.
Because it's 13 hours driving. And you're going past like Washington, D.C., and that gets so trafficy. It's horrible. Maybe a few other major areas, but Washington, D.C. is always the worst.
Yeah.
So once that was out of the way, we get to actually Chuck's dad's house first. So this was like an extended trip. Usually we go for a week and it's just my parents' house. It was like half and half.
Yeah.
So we have to kind of plan things differently because like both of our families are kind of different in style of what they like to do.
I mean, naturally.
Yeah. So first part of the trip was very much like relax, hang out, go out to eat, or like, stay in but grill something, go to the pool,
Right.
etc. So it was very much like loungy. 4th of
Vacation-y.
July.
Yeah.
4th of July happened. It was great. And then the second half, my mom is actually a fitness instructor.
Okay.
So it felt a little more like what I'm used to.
Yeah.
And
a little more energetic.
yeah, like more of
lively.
what I do. So
Yeah.
the routine there picked up back to normal.
Uh-huh.
And I'm sure we'll talk about our actual routines, but so on the positive side, I was definitely working out again, which was great. On the negative side, my mom, and she knows this, her sleep schedule, not great. Like,
Okay.
and she also talks a lot, which she also knows. So between talking a lot, we'd go to bed late, and then we'd have to wake up early to go do like the classes she teaches. So I'm tired. I was tired, but working out, and now I'm just tired and easing back into it.
Yeah. That's so funny, though. How you described your mom reminds me of, like, when I'm really passionate about something I'm doing. Like, when I was working at summer camps and I was just literally getting paid to have fun, like, the whole time. That was me. I was up all night, talking to everybody as long as I can, waking up early, like, and you don't stop. But then once you come out of it, you do
You're
crash.
like, wow, I'm tired.
But
in the moment, you're like, this is so much fun. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Like, let's keep it going.
well, and how good for her. Like, that's her life.
Yeah.
So that is just, like, a natural high for her.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
She's always like, are you coming with me? I'm like, yeah. But she has days where it's like 3 in a row.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, Mom, you have the endurance and the stamina to do this. I do not. Like, I
Well-
work out once.
Does she do every move, too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because, like, sometimes when I go to the yoga studio, like, one of the teachers will be like, oh, I've been teaching all day. This is my 5th class. But, like, I mean, kudos to them, because, like, going from hot to room temperature to hot to whatever is, like, draining enough. And they do the poses, but they don't do, like, everything.
The
they walk
whole
around.
time.
So, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I could see.
And that's what I tell her. I'm like, Mom, you can just show the exercise and
You could
then...
do, like, 2 of them,
Yeah.
3 of them, walk around,
Yeah.
take a little breaky break.
And she's like, no, but then they stop. And I'm like, oh, jeez.
I mean,
it's fair. But I'm like, aren't you tired? And she's like, yeah, I'm pretty hungry by the end of it. I'm like, that would make sense.
yeah. Well, she sets a good example.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Oh, yeah. She does what? She does like a full body kind of strength class. And then she goes into Zumba and then she does water aerobics.
Ooh.
So it's like a mix of everything too.
Yeah.
But it was good. What about you? How do you do on vacations or trips in terms of routines?
I guess it depends. We don't really vacation that much anymore, which kind of stinks. But a lot of times, at least growing up, my family's vacations have always been like a more of a relax and reset, which was so funny because when I was dating someone in high school, it was like the first boyfriend I ever like went on a vacation with. His family was the opposite. Like they would go to a new place and experience new things and like, just always look to like, I don't know, see new stuff, learn new stuff, be doing a lot of stuff. My family is always the same beach for a week. We go, we sit on the sand, we relax, we come back, shower, eat, relax. Like that's what it was. So it was funny because like when I would go on a trip with them, it'd be so different. And then he would also go on a trip with us and be like, oh my God, this is so nice. Like you guys move so slow.
Actually relax.
Yeah. So like for me, it's just normal for me to go and honestly have a better routine than a normal day in the life at my house because I have so much extra time. But I love a slow start to the day. So for me, I mean, lately anymore, I've been into coffee. She just is crazy today. Always started my day with coffee, nice slow start to the day, small breakfast, even though I know I should eat more. And then just getting into it. I mean, I'm pretty consistent, at least on vacation, but I also don't travel too much with like friends and a lot of people, so I feel like it would be easily thrown off if I was like around a bunch of people for an extended period of time. Like camping, I guess. Like I was not doing my skincare and such the way I would
it's
normally.
like, oh, you don't want to miss out on this conversation, or like everyone's hanging out by the fire.
Yeah. You just want to be around everybody.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So what is your typical routine?
Typical routine. Let's start with morning.
Okay.
We'll bounce back and forth a little bit, and then we'll see where we end up. But okay, on an average day in my life, right now I'm speaking from a summer lens, but I'll also go into any other time of the year lens. Waking up between 8 and 9, which is, good for me because I don't have anywhere to be, but also don't want to be wasting away. I'll wake up, first thing I have to do, brush my teeth. I don't know, I don't understand the people that don't, or that start off eating breakfast before you brush your teeth. That's psycho behavior. I'm sorry if you do that. I cannot. So I wake up, brush my teeth. Also, tongue scrape.
Okay.
Big on the tongue
scraper.
Just for breath and hygiene and whatever. So, tongue scrape, brush teeth, then I'm ready.
Do tongue scrape, then brush teeth, or brush teeth, then okay.
Tongue scrape and then brush teeth, and then I end up by brushing my tongue too.
But then do you eat breakfast and then do you brush your teeth again, or no, you're set?
No,
you're set. Okay.
So, yeah, and this might be where I get roasted. But, so first teeth, even before I make the bed, has to happen. Then make the bed.
Before you make the bed?
Yeah, I'm up and out. Well, first I always have to go to the bathroom. I wake up,
brushing teeth.
Time, go to the bathroom, brush my teeth. Then I get back. So then I make the bed, because that always needs to be done. Now I feel first accomplishment of the day. Boom. And then lately, and I will be continuing this as I go into the school year because I found a lot of success with it. Go to the kitchen, make myself a protein coffee.
Now she's hot too.
Oh my gosh, and Mia. Okay, sorry. That probably sounded so weird in the mic. That was Mia. So protein coffee, which is I just brew a coffee with the Keurig because I'm basic, and then I have in the fridge.
She just looks so messy, like a hot mess over there.
I don't know what to do for you.
Okay. Protein Keurig coffee.
Yeah. Okay, so brew the coffee. Sometimes I'll brew extra and put it in a bottle, like an old kombucha bottle, and throw it in the fridge, so I have it already. But then I have my old pasta sauce jar filled with my coffee creamer mixed with protein powder and a blender bottle, the little blender thing from the blender bottle. So then I just have my cream already in the fridge made.
Already made.
Yep, and then iced coffee. Boom, first start to the day. I'm not a big breakfast girly, so I have a small. Right now I'm eating a meat stick, which is just so random, but it's just a little bit extra protein. Starting the day with just protein. And then get dressed, throw some mascara on, and start the day. That's the routine. How about you?
So controversial. Well, okay, I'll get there. Wake up always because one of the dogs is pawing at me.
Oh, true.
So they don't sleep in the bed. They have their own beds in the bedroom.
Okay.
But one of them, usually Marv, which you can't see right now, he always comes to the side of the bed. Actually, no. Our alarm clock is them shaking. Whenever they shake, we're like, oh no, they're awake.
Yeah, just the movement and the little jingle of the...
Yeah, I'm like, no, he's going to come over. So he comes over, he plops his little paws, and I'm like, no. So I try to ignore him for a few minutes to see if he actually is ready to wake up, because sometimes he'll just go back to bed.
Yeah.
But sometimes. He wakes me up. I take them out. We alternate who takes them out. Take them out. So that's the very first thing I do is I go outside, kind of like a little zombie, open the door, let them out, and I just stand outside, which is good. You get sunlight.
I was going to say that. Yeah. A lot of people do that just naturally, get outside, look at the sun for, I don't know, but they claim that that's a great start to their day. So
no, it's great because it wakes you up, obviously, because you're setting the signal to your brain hey, it's daytime, time to wake up, time to ramp up your digestion, and hey, we're doing stuff. So in that sense, I am very grateful that they wake me up and make me go outside, because without them I'd probably just be inside all day.
True.
So yeah, do that. Then we come inside. And then I brush my teeth after I eat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which, okay, I get that. Totally warranted, because now you have fresh breath for the day. But I just, I wish there was a better solution. I don't want to talk to anyone.
Oh, yeah, I'm not talking to anybody right
I don't want anybody to even see my mouth open. Like, not that you can see anything. I just like, I envision like SpongeBob, like when
he
he
had
had the
breath
bad breath,
with
and he's
the
like,
green
"Am
little
I
blob.
ugly?" That's me in the morning. I'm like, "Hi." Like, I could kill somebody. I could peel the paint off the walls. Like, I don't know. It's probably not that bad, but in my mind, it's that bad. So it needs to be done immediately.
Yeah. So come in, make food for them, make food for me. Chuck doesn't really eat breakfast. He just does coffee. Very slow. I'm eating breakfast. I try not to be on my phone or put on the TV just so I can ease into the day and not stress out over like whether it's Instagram notifications or like Slack notifications.
Right.
And yeah, then I brush my teeth, get dressed, and then that's it really. Depends on the day if I do makeup or not, but
Yeah.
that's kind of how I start.
Speaking of makeup, I just, because of the engagement photos, just went to CVS. Not that fancy. Please hold. But I just bought some makeup and like, okay, I'm not a makeup girly. And not because I don't like it, not because I don't think it looks great. I just don't have the skills. So you can't even tell, but I have makeup on my face today because I'm trying to do makeup.
Do you?
So I want to talk about products that I have now that I like at the moment, which have given me the confidence to at least try. But it's like much more natural too, because I have a lot of freckles and stuff, and I'm too scared to cover them up because one, then I won't look like me.
Yeah,
and it's
I think
weird
that's
looking in a
fair.
mirror. Because like wedding makeup, getting your makeup done for someone else's event, like they cover that.
Everything.
And you're like, do I like myself? I don't know because I don't recognize her.
And the other thing too, though, I don't like is if you do that day in and day out, like no judgment, of course, but for me, I feel like there'd be some type of like cognitive dissonance or like just confusion because I'd look at myself in the mirror at night, makeup off, and be like, oh, I look this way. But then next morning, makeup on, I'd be like, I look totally different. So like, which one am I? And also,
kind of
I
like
feel
alter
like
ego.
yeah, and I feel like it could even feed into sometimes self-esteem issues in the sense of like when we went camping, no one was wearing makeup.
Right.
And it's like if you're so used to like a full face of makeup, it can be intimidating to do things that require, I mean, you could, I guess, put makeup on in the woods, but you'd feel more comfortable if you didn't have to do that.
Yeah. I think about when you said that Love Island and just how much makeup is put on in a day to sit in a swimsuit in the sun.
I know.
Like, that is insane to me. Side note, also when they're like doing challenges and stuff and they're getting their makeup on each other's faces because it's just so thick, right? To Iris, who made it to the finale. Spoiler, well, it won't matter at this point anymore. She's been getting a lot of, I mean, and I follow her on Instagram as opposed to the other ones, so I see a lot more of stuff about her, but she was getting a lot of love for like being so natural on it, which is so cool and so different for a lot of them. But I also think about, there was the one episode, I think it was sponsored by Maybelline.
Yes, Maybelline sponsored the one.
Okay, so the show puts a beauty filter on them. But this one episode specifically, they can't put the beauty filter on because it was sponsored by Maybelline and they had to show authentically what like they
what
look
the
like.
product looks like
Which
and
is
stuff.
so insane. Like, I don't know. People, they get so used to like having all that makeup on and being seen with a beauty filter that like true when they come out to the real world, I mean, they'll have that much makeup on in the real world, but like it'd be weird
still
for them
weird.
too, like to see themselves on screen and be like that
different.
Yeah.
Or yeah, exactly. Well, it's the same thing with the Kardashians, for example. How many times have I seen pictures where it's like Kylie and she looks perfect, flawless skin, airbrush skin, and then it's like the unedited version and she'll have like skin texture and stuff, and I'm like, that's so weird. I didn't know she was not perfect.
Right. And I feel like if we would have never moved to covering it in the first place, we really wouldn't see that stuff. But because people put so much effort into hiding that, that the side-by-sides are so stark, they're like, oh my God, that's how
now you notice.
Obvious the texture on my skin is. Like, no one, I'm looking at you right now. I don't even see any texture.
Yeah.
But like, if I saw side-by-side, I'd be like, wow, that's crazy that like she has so many bumps on her skin. And I think it's almost worse. Like, you're highlighting not flaws, I mean they're natural things, but like
right
things that people are self-conscious about, which is crazy.
I know
Anyways,
but what products?
Yes,
CVS,
that's where I was going. So okay, not that fancy, but Lumi, which is made by
Yes.
L'Oreal.
Yes.
Glotion.
Glotion.
It's called Glotion.
What is it?
It
Is it like a BB cream, like a foundation?
I don't know. It's like you put it on your face.
Like a moisturizer?
I think it just highlights it says highlights your natural glow. But I'm using it as just like skin makeup because I don't know how to do contour. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. But I just take the Glotion, I just put it all over my face, and I feel like I look great. I have like a little bit of shine to me. I think it like levels out some of the like the differences in coloration and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It could be doing absolutely nothing. I feel great. Same brand, Lumi liquid highlighter. Now
I have seen that one before.
Since college, and it was funny because my roommate had given it to me. She's like, "This doesn't even work on me. Like, do you want this?" And I have the same bottle from college, from my freshman year. It's probably expired.
It's definitely expired.
Oh, I have worse. Eyeshadow is the worst.
Oh, I know, same.
But I just put like 2 dots here and here, and no dot on my nose, and just
blend it
plop it
out,
in.
yeah.
Yep. And then I also got liquid blush, which I've never used before, but up in here.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was it. That's what
Same
I got.
Lumi also?
No, that one was Elf.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I don't have them on right now, but I bought fake eyelashes to try because I was like, I want to try these. And I love them.
I know, me too.
I put them on and I was like, I look like I have a filter on. That's all I want, just longer eyelashes. So
it's so crazy. Literally, you can do nothing else but put on fake lashes, and it's like, wow.
I took so many selfies, and I don't take selfies because I don't like looking at myself.
So great.
But I was just like,
it gives like a like one of those like no makeup looks almost. Yeah. All right. So then, what mascara do you use? Because you use that regularly. Do you have a favorite?
Good question. The problem with that is I forget so if I go to the drugstore and I'm looking at all of them, I've had like a couple different kinds, so like I forget and I just grab one that I think I had recently, but it wasn't. I end up coming home and it's not the right one. But right now I'm gonna mispronounce it, and this could also not be the brand. Lancome. Okay. That's what I have right now, and that was from a sample in a birthday gift from Sephora. So I don't really swear by anything like too much, but there is one that I was put onto also in college. I don't know the brand, but it's silver and it's their real. You can get it at Sephora.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Is it like Benefit or something?
Oh, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one is really nice. The first time I ever used that, I thought I had like spider legs on my eyes. I was like, they look so long and natural. But yeah, for makeup, that's about it for me. But
are you team waterproof or team not waterproof mascara?
I've tried both, and honestly, I haven't really waterproof is still comes off. I don't know if I'm just doing it wrong. Like I have no idea. But I think just not is probably my preference, especially for removal. Like it's just easier to get off because I use the micellar water. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have a hard stance on it either way. I smudge it no matter what. So
yeah, I don't like waterproof just because it's so annoying. Same thing. I use micellar water, so it's like, oh, now I have to get another makeup remover to take the mascara off.
Yeah.
Although I have dabbled now into the whole double cleansing thing. Have you heard about that?
Kind of.
Yeah. No, so it's like you do 2 cleansers basically. Like one of them is more oil-based because that'll get rid of like oil-based things and things that are waterproof. And then after that, I go in with another. Well, I mean, I've been kind of triple cleansing, I guess, but not that much. Because then I go in and I do like a normal face wash to get everything off. And then, actually, no, between that, I do the micellar water. So
oh my gosh.
I don't do it that often, though. Okay. And I actually admittedly don't wash my face in the morning.
I don't wash my face in the morning either. Yeah. Unless I really feel like I need to.
The only thing I'll do is like, if I feel like I need to, I'll like rinse it with water, but I don't do anything else besides that. So yeah, that's why I'm like, the easier it can be to take it off, the better. Yeah. Really.
And you said you don't do a lot of makeup either, but you've been getting into it though, right? I feel like.
Yeah, I got back into it. So it's funny because in college, I kind of started to get into it. And I was like, oh, James Charles and Nikki Tutorials and Jeffree Star and, oh God, I can't even remember who else. So I was following them and like, oh, they like this product. I'm going to try out this product. And then fast forward to work, I was kind of like, okay, that's a bit much for work. Like, I need to really calm it down. So I did. It was like mascara, eyeliner, maybe a powder foundation, but like a more light coverage one.
Yeah.
And then I went through, like once COVID hit, I was like, from there for a few years, I was like, I'm not going to wear any makeup. And then, I don't know, like 2 months ago, I was like, maybe 3 months ago at this point, I was like, you know what? I kind of miss it. So I went back and I was like, I had to dump all of my expired products that, again, like mascara. Oh God, what is it called? The Modern Renaissance palette. I don't know if you remember that. It was like Anastasia Beverly Hills, maybe the brand. I forget. And it's like in a fuzzy velvety package, but it was like pinks and reds.
Okay.
And it looked really nice. But every time I put it on, I looked like I was sick because it's not my color at all.
That's tough.
But anyway, dumped a lot of stuff, which is sad.
Well, it feels so wasteful.
It does.
But also it is or can be so bad for you to put it on, especially your eyes if it's expired. But I am guilty of stuff.
I know. I feel so bad.
Palette. That's it.
Well, because when you go and you look at makeup, you're like, wow. Like, I mean, especially foundation, you can find things that are affordable. Like, I don't know, at this point, like $10.
Yeah, I don't even know.
And then it goes all the way up to like 100.
Right.
And it's like, if you want something in the middle, I'm like, oh my God, $40 for a foundation that's like this big.
Yeah.
And then I don't use it. And I'm sure people are guilty of this, maybe not with makeup, but in general. You're like, oh, I spent so much money on this. I want it to last so long. I want it to last forever. I'm not going to use that much of it. And then you don't use that much of it. So it's like you're not really using it at all because you're not benefiting from using it.
Yeah.
And then time goes on. You still have it, but it expires.
Right.
And you still just put a little bit on. And then you're like, okay, well, this was a waste. Because
Right.
I never fully enjoyed this thing I bought. And now it's expired. Now it doesn't even match my face color.
Well, that's the problem too, is like,
Yeah.
especially where we live, at least different points of the year, you're different colors. So like you almost need 2 to 3 shades
Yeah.
to like always look like yourself. But then, okay, can I use one in the course of summer? Is that a waste? Like, I don't know.
Exactly. That's why I go back and forth. I'm like, but no, it's fun. And I do stick to the whole principle of like, don't put too much on. Like right now I have it on, but I don't like it to fully cover everything. Like I do have discolorations on the side of my face and like whatever. And I don't want it to fully go away. I just want things to look blurred. And it's again, just for a little bit of the confidence sake of it. Like, oh, my cheeks don't look red like they always do. Like, cool. You can still see underneath it and that's fine, but it feels nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
What
don't know where I was
about
going with that.
mid-routine? Like, do you do anything in the middle of the day? We could also talk about night routines.
Yeah, so not too much in the middle of the day. Something I forgot to add for the morning, and it's while I'm making my coffee. So there's like a whole like, first I brew the coffee, and I step over here and I do this. I do my vitamins and supplements in the morning.
Yes.
And I, at this point, swear by them. I have felt between just doing protein, like prioritizing protein in the morning and doing these supplements, like I haven't lost weight, but visibly I look like I did, at least to myself. I don't know. I wake up and I'm like, wow, look
good.
Me. Yeah. But things I'm taking right now, I love the brand Mary Ruth's. They are awesome. It's hard. They're expensive too. I know they sell them at Whole Foods. I get mine on TikTok Shop because it's the cheapest I can find, even compared to Amazon. But I take the women's multivitamin with hair growth, which I think has really helped me because my hair is getting long.
It's really long.
I know.
It
well,
looks
and
so
like
long.
it's not like super long for like if you're watching, for like a normal person, but like it's long for me. And then other supplements, Mary Ruth L-theanine. Start the day with that.
I remember you were telling me
that
about
one is a liquid dropper. It tastes so good.
What's it taste
It's
like?
lemon lime flavor.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, and the hair growth multivitamin is peach mango. So delicious flavors in my mouth.
Is that one liquid too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pour it on a spoon and I like there's like a whole thing. And then I take a D3, which is just a little generic
Like a little
store brand
capsule or
capsule.
something.
And yeah, and then the protein coffee. And just that is dream combo. And like, as soon as all
You
that's in
feel
me,
good, energized, all of
yeah,
it. Yeah.
I'm alive. So,
You just reminded me. This is so embarrassing to admit. Do you remember as a kid getting antibiotics and it was like the pink liquid? Did you
I
ever
don't
have
know
that?
if I got it
It may have
as a
been like a
kid,
my
but I had to
generation
give
thing.
my cats pink.
I don't know if it's the same thing. And I think it's amoxicillin, but like as a kid, they would give it to you as a liquid because you can't swallow things as a kid. And I have no idea what flavor it was or if it even was flavored.
Was it good? Or was it bad? It could go either way.
I loved how it tasted.
Okay.
And it tasted so bad.
No, I'm with you. I don't know if it's specifically the same one, but I remember as a kid really loving certain, like, I don't know if it was cough syrup, but there was also one I hated. I think it was the NyQuil cherry. That was my nightmare.
Oh, I don't think I've ever had that.
But there was, oh no, it was fluoride. I think I got fluoride.
Oh.
I love fluoride. I just remember taking it and just being like, so good.
Well, I like this thing so my brother and I would get sick around the same time sometimes, and we would both get this pink liquid antibiotic, and I would very slowly out of a syringe like
was it a little bit crunchy?
No, it was just straight liquid. And I savored that thing. Like I would suck a little and then like push up a little. And I was like, this is really good. And my brother was like, this tastes disgusting. It's so bad. And I remember being like, Mom, can I have it?
Yeah, like I'll take his.
She's like, no, this is medication. Oh, but yeah, it's really embarrassing to say, but it was so good.
I don't know what medicine I'm thinking of. And by crunchy, I feel like I didn't describe that well. But there was a pink one. And I think it was, I don't know, but we would take it and it would be liquid, but like it almost tasted like, you ever get a Dunkin' iced coffee and there's sugar in it and you like crunch and there's a little sugar and it's kind of good? It was that. Like a little crunch. I was like,
I don't know what that could have been.
I don't know either.
Did you ever get the Flintstone vitamins?
Ugh, I hated vitamins as a kid. I hated them so much. I never ate like gummy bears or gummy candy either. So like, I think it was just like gummy things in general. I just hated. But I remember like Mom would be like, okay, come take this. I'm like, fine. So put it in my mouth, run to the bathroom and spit it in the toilet, but pretend I went to the bathroom instead and flush it down the toilet. Cause I was like, I don't want this thing. I really just was dedicated to not having the vitamin. It was so bad.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love my little Flintstone vitamin, but it was like a chewable one.
Yeah.
It tasted bad. It tasted bad. I don't know why. I like things that taste weird. So it was like that combined with like a crunch.
Yeah.
I was like, this is great.
When she switched to like the sugar-coated ones.
Oh, then you're like, this is good.
I would eat it. Maybe be covered
You
in
know
sugar.
what I did not like eating? You just reminded me because you spit it out. So growing up, my parents would feed me chicken. And like,
okay.
very normal.
Yes.
Hated it.
Chicken.
Chicken.
In any form.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So what I would do as a kid is I would actually, you know how hamsters like
Hamsters.
Okay, so my parents would feed me chicken. I didn't like it. And you know how hamsters, when they eat, they stuff their cheeks.
Yeah.
So I would eat like a meal, right? Whatever this chicken, whatever else was there. I'd, take a spoonful, swallow the non-chicken stuff, and have like a little cheek full of chicken. And it was so bad. I remember my mom, after a few hours of it being in my cheek, like
Hours?
you could visibly see it like in my cheek. I don't
You
know.
left the dinner table and it was still on your cheek?
Yeah. Yes.
What did you do with it?
I was like, oh, I was just,
saving it for later.
I'm gonna eat it eventually. I'll swallow it. In my mind, it was hours, but maybe it wasn't. Who knows?
That would be crazy.
I remember my mom being like, just spit it out. And
Yeah,
I'd be like, oh, thank God.
That's so insane.
Yeah.
Huh.
So that was my spit out story.
Yeah.
I was like, no thanks.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. I'll eat chicken now.
Yeah, I love it. A chicken, any type of chicken. Fried chicken, chicken tenders, chicken wings, rotisserie chicken. Anthony hates rotisserie chicken. Which I
Why?
don't understand
I
why.
feel like it's such a plain, like,
That might be why.
But it's like a comforting plain. It's not like I'm eating a slice of bread.
I'm sorry, I just thought of something funny.
Good boy.
Okay, I think he just really hates plain stuff. I don't think he's accustomed to flavor. And I think I'm so used to plain stuff. I don't know if I've ever told you this story, but I have this whole theory that like burnt was a flavor in my household. And this is no shade at all to my parents. My dad likes to cook. He doesn't do it often. My mom would rather never cook. She says it all the time, but you know, it's a necessity to feed your family.
Right.
So she would do that. And she would just, you know, make whatever was easy or anything like that. So a lot of times, like, just good meals. I grew up eating almost all of it. I liked it. It was just very simple. So there was this dish. Ever since I was a kid, I would have to snap green beans so that my dad could make these. He called them blackened green beans. Now, blackened is a seasoning. Like, fast forward, I worked in a restaurant. I learned that blackened is actually a combination of seasonings. Okay, well, these were not blackened because of seasoning. They were blackened just because they were cooked in a pan until they were black.
Until they were burnt.
With garlic. Okay, so blackened green beans, the best side of my childhood. I loved black and green beans. And I would have people over, like friends over, and they would be like, oh, okay, it's okay. You know? It's fine.
Thanks, no thanks.
And then I had a boyfriend once come over, and he had them as a side for dinner. He's like, why do you guys always burn these? I was like, we don't. They're blackened. It's a flavor. And then I grew up and went to college, moved out, you know, started to cook for myself and discover seasonings and stuff, and ended up going on vacation with Anthony and my family, and we were in charge of cooking dinner one day, and we were making like chicken and broccoli with riced cauliflower because I couldn't do rice for a while, and we had accidentally like kind of burnt the riced cauliflower a little bit, like just charred it in the pan a little bit, not completely burnt, but we're sitting at the dinner table, and my family's like, eating it like, yum, so good. Like, you can hear them, okay? Anthony and I, like, slowly, like, we burnt it. It's, like, not good, you know? So my family cleans their plate. They're like, this is so good. Like, what do you call this? What is this? Whatever. And that's when I realized that burnt was maybe one of the only flavors. It really stood out. Like, we salt, pepper, and burnt. So... It is what it is.
Until it's a seasoning of its own.
Right. But it's so funny because now, obviously, I just get so excited about food. Like, I love any kind of flavor. And I think it's just because I didn't know.
You didn't
know what that was before.
I will say, I forget where we were.
Mm-hmm.
It must have been like a group thing. But I remember, like, Chuck and I made something and it was burnt.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, this is pretty good. And I was like, oh no, it's burnt. Yeah. No. And I was like, oh no, we kind of burned it a little bit. And then you were like, oh, well, you know, I like burnt or something like that. And I was like, that checks out.
I was so embarrassing. God. Oh my goodness.
So on the subject of, we just talked about burnt food.
Yeah.
You know, burnt dinners.
Embarrassing. Oh, burnt dinner. Girl dinner.
We could talk about, girl dinners. When's the last time you girl dinnered?
Okay. When you say girl dinner, are you talking about the social media Caesar salad and French fry? Or are you just talking about like things that we pulled together? Like it didn't go to cook a whole meal.
That didn't go to cook a whole meal.
Because that's kind of how I see it too, is like girl dinner is like what I've piecemealed together because I don't need to eat as heavy as if I'm cooking for someone else. Last time I authentically girl dinnered, maybe a couple of months now, which seems crazy, but it's more in winter if I'm alone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And girl dinner in that case is tomato soup with some chili flake in it and a grilled cheese sandwich. And that's still kind of a meal. So
I was gonna say it's pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't girl dinnered in a while. I'm more of now a hyperfixation meal person. Like,
once you find a meal that you love.
If I'm alone, like I'm making like an easy but good meal. And what I think about most recently is I'll make rice and I'll make like a ground meat of sorts. So sometimes beef, sometimes beef, sometimes chicken, sometimes turkey with like a taco seasoning or like a seasoning packet. And then I'll do In the bowl, I had the rice, the meat, sweet potato,
Ooh.
avocado, hot honey, sriracha, chili lime. Oh,
It sounds good.
Sour cream. It's the best meal ever. It's so good. And it's a full meal. But that, if I'm alone, that
it sounds really good with all the seasonings and like spice, sauce.
Seasonings. I do
You
have
graduated
seasonings now.
from burnt.
Yeah. But yeah, that is my latest of my own girl dinner. How about you? What's girl dinner look like?
Oh, it's been a while since I excuse me. It's been a while since I've girl dinnered, which I'm happy about because my girl dinners are pathetic.
Yeah.
Mine are like,
Crackers.
yeah, it's like, oh, I don't feel like cooking and it's just me and I know I need to eat something, but I really don't feel like doing anything. My girl dinners used to be, I need to drink water.
Heard it in your throat. Right?
I know.
My girl dinners. Just to pay. Pack of cigarettes. And a meat stick. Hey, Marv. While you were talking, Marv sniffed the microphone and went.
All right, so my girl dinners would typically be like 2 eggs and whatever other random thing is lying around. It could be like 2 eggs and cheese, 2 eggs and some frozen vegetable I have, 2 eggs and just 2 eggs.
Wow.
But it's because it's like especially back then, I'd be like, I hate cooking. But I have since evolved and realized that when I do that, I'm starving. And then I'm like, oh, I hate everything. I hate the world.
And there's easy ways to still have a meal. Like,
Exactly.
Worst case scenario, I will pick up, now you might not like it, rotisserie chicken and like tortillas and like make a wrap.
And then do
but
something.
That's easy. You're spending about just as much time as you would be to like lay stuff on a cracker.
Exactly.
But it's a little bit better for you.
What I like to do is have like a backup. You might have seen it in the grocery store. It's like Kevin's, the brand. It's called Kevin's. And it's usually by the meat stuff.
What is it?
So it is sous vide. I forget how you say that word. Like SOUSVIDE. It's basically chicken. Tying it back to chicken. It is chicken that's already cooked and then with some kind of sauce. They have like Thai curry coconut sauce or they have like Korean barbecue sauce or cilantro lime sauce. And what I'll do is I'll have one of those in the freezer usually because if I'm like, oh, I don't feel like cooking, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I'll also do like rice with it on the side or some vegetable. And I'm like, there's a full meal instead of eating 2 eggs.
Yeah. Best frozen food I've ever had. You know the brand Simex? SIMEKS. It's got cute font.
I think I have
colors
seen that,
are like mint green and red. They have some of the best frozen. What do? They do a lasagna. They do a vegetable lasagna with a white Alfredo sauce. So good. And they also do a spicy rigatonian sausage or something. Oh my God. If I'm like, okay, laziest, epitome of laziness, Simex. Except you have to be mentally prepared to wait like 60 minutes for it to cook in the oven, which is like.
That is so true. I hate that.
It's like you get frozen food for it to be fast and it's actually longer than cooking. But it's delicious. And really, you don't have to do it.
You don't have to do it. And you can do something else while you wait.
Have you ever... Okay, I don't know how to phrase this question because I have a story, but I'm trying to see if this is just, once again, me alone in my
Skittles.
A
Skittles moment.
Food. But, okay, girl dinner. Obviously, it's very popular now. But have you ever noticed it as a kid? Like, have you ever noticed, like, did you ever do girl dinner as a kid?
I don't think so.
I don't know how to word this, Isla.
What's your story?
Because first experience ever with girl dinner was as a child. We lived very close to Rita's Italian Ice. And if my dad was working, my mom would be like, we're going to go to Rita's for dinner. And my dinner would be, and it was my favorite dinner. I'm not complaining. It is my favorite dinner of all time. well, they didn't have a lot of flavors back then, so I got a cherry Italian ice and a soft pretzel, and that was dinner. And I
Ooh.
loved it as a kid. I was like, "This is the best ever."
Best dinner.
Yeah, that
I
was
didn't know
my
they had
first.
pretzels. Did they still?
Not every location.
Okay, I was gonna
Ours did,
say.
and they were good pretzels. They
I
were
don't
really
think
good,
I ever had one of those.
but it was so good.
Oh,
That was my first
as
girl
a
dinner
kid,
of my
yeah.
life. Fritas and a pretzel.
I'm trying to think if I had something. I don't think so.
Like, it's just funny because back then I was like, "Oh, my mom's just so cool and so fun," but really she's like,
She's
"I'm
like,
tired.
I don't want to cook."
I'm so tired."
That reminds me. So, my family lives in Mexico. And when I was younger, my mom would go visit her mom a lot. And we would stay back with my dad. And I remember my mom was like, okay, like you're just going to make them. It's not like tomato soup, but it's like a tomato-based broth with like pasta in it and some other things. My mom was like, you just are going to make them soup. It's really easy. You can do it. And to this day, I still remember it was my dad cracked open a can of tomato puree or like tomato paste, put that in a bowl, and then put some pasta in that.
Oh.
I don't even think the pasta was fully cooked.
Oh my god.
And he was like, here you go. And I remember being like, what is this? This is so bad.
Oh my god.
And I remember telling my mom, like, you can't ever leave again. Don't leave me here. Oh, it was great.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Tomato paste. That was so thick.
Yeah. I was like, mom makes this like into a broth that you
like,
can drink.
Maybe put some water in it.
Oh, yeah. It was rough.
God. Okay.
But what about night routines?
Okay. Yeah. Night routines. Let's see. A lot of times, so we talked about how neither of us wash our face in the morning, which I don't know, like, could be a bad thing, could be a good thing. I don't know. But night routine, shower, come out of the shower, vitamin C serum on my face, Olay moisturizer on my face, which I also do put on in the morning sometimes, depending on how I feel. And that's got built-in SPF, so all you guys, that's good for you. After that, little curly hair routine. Products have changed in recent time. I don't use, honestly, too much right now. Little curling custard, little mousse. Try to get something in there.
Get the
scrunch
curls
with the
going.
cotton t-shirt. And I do a lot of air drying at this point in the summer. There's so much like in and out of pools and bodies of water that like I'm just
It's whatever.
it's what it is and it's fine. Yeah, and then honestly that's really it. Like I used to do like nighttime supplements and stuff. I kind of fell off that. But when I talked about my L-theanine, initially, that's what I've been wanting to take. But initially, I bought L-lysine, thinking it was L-theanine.
Mm-hmm.
So for a while, I was taking L-lysine, and I was taking it at night, which I also think, I also think that has contributed to my hair growth upon some further research, because I was just taking this L-lysine, not even knowing what it is, not even having the right product that I was looking for. And I had told somebody, maybe it could have been you. I think it was.
I think you did
told
tell
somebody
me.
at some point, they're like, "Oh, you have cold sores?" And I was like, "No, I don't have cold sores. Why would you randomly ask me that in the middle of my story?" And then I had found out that L-lysine's for like cold sores and stuff. But upon further research, it also helps collagen production. So in the least, it was doing that for me. But so yeah, at nighttime I was taking that. Sometimes like not a melatonin, sometimes an ashwagandha. Mm-hmm. Some magnesium. I was on a magnesium kick for a while and I fell off, and I should go back because it does help sleep. But yeah, nighttime routine's pretty simple. And honestly, anymore, it ends with a bowl of ice cream. That's what I love ice cream. I always need a sweetie treaty. I found light ice cream. I call it ice cream light.
What does that mean?
I don't really actually know. It was just at the grocery store and it was light ice cream. So I was like, that's healthier.
Oh, like it's called light ice cream.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it tastes the same. Life hack, light ice cream. Weight loss guru. So
get the light.
Yeah, that's the night. I feel like I do so much more than I can recall, but maybe I don't. Maybe I just
wrap it up quickly.
Take too long. I just move so slow. It feels like I'm doing a lot. How about you? Is the night busier or calmer than the day, routine wise for you?
It all depends if I have to do my hair,
Oh, yeah.
because that takes so long. So I did forget to mention I take supplements in the morning. In the mornings, I forgot to mention I take gut supplements because I did testing and my gut was like, hey, you have like nothing good going on here. Which will happen when you undereat, which I have been like a chronic undereater, so my good gut bacteria was like wiped out, which makes sense because I was not eating enough. So how is anything going to survive in my body if I'm not eating enough? So I take a probiotic. I take a fish oil, but it's like a gut specific fish oil. So it's like, yes, it's a fish oil, but it has some more stuff in there to help your gut.
Okay.
And I also take a like a gut lining support supplement, which was the immunoglobulin. You've probably seen this like as colostrum. A lot of people are taking colostrum.
I've heard that.
It's like that, except it's like a dairy-free version of it
Okay.
to kind of soak up anything that needs to get out of my body and support the lining. So I take that. But at night, for my nighttime routine, is I will typically try to read a little bit. Mm-hmm. Lately, been watching Love Island.
Yeah, true. But it's over.
It's over. Honestly, it feels great that it's over.
I know.
I was over it.
It felt like a chore at the end.
Yeah. I was like, am I really? I honestly didn't watch the last 5 episodes. And anyway, so we'll try to do something that's fun-ish but relaxing. And then I will take a liver pill, like a liver support pill, which will have like milk thistle, NAC, things like that in it, to support my liver, which is important for like hormone things and also blood sugar, surprisingly, with my like previous history. And then I go upstairs and I will brush my teeth, wash my face sometimes, and then I will go to bed. If I have to do my hair, though...
At least another 30,
Oh, it's
45.
like another hour and a half.
Jeez.
That I have to, like... I can get away with, I don't know, starting to get ready for bed around 10 and be in bed by, like, 10:30. Mm-hmm. If I have to do my hair, I have to start showering at, like, 8.
Yeah.
Because I have to shower, I have to detangle, I have to come out of the shower, and then I have to do all the styling, which actually I have minimized a lot.
Nice.
Which is really good. I used to do like a spray detangler and then a leave-in and then a gel. Mm-hmm. Now all I do is like 4 drops of a heat protectant, gel, and that's it. And then I'll diffuse it, which is what takes the longest.
Nice.
So shower's like half an hour, but diffusing it can be like,
well, it's thick.
An hour.
Like I'm wavy and thick for me, but you can't tell, but yours is like curly and thick.
Curly, yeah. So I actually recently got a new blow dryer that is better than the one I had.
Oh, nice.
To try to cut down on the time. Because I'm just standing there for like an hour.
Then your arm hurts.
I'm like, this side, now this side, now the top of my head. And I'm in there for an hour. I'm like, I'm so bored.
Yeah.
I try to like read on my phone or scroll on Instagram or something, but that's really it. I think also pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like morning routines are a little bit easier to have more to like more in because you're consistently pretty much in the same spot a lot of times in the morning, but the night it's easier to fall off.
Yes.
And be inconsistent because like where you are is ever changing. Like, I don't know, like you go out to dinner late or you hang out with somebody or you go see a movie or I don't know, whatever you do.
Suddenly it's
different times of the night. Yeah.
Exactly. But, you know, something else I've been seeing on TikTok a lot is, like the whole how to look high maintenance, but be, what is it? How to look high maintenance, but be low maintenance.
High maintenance routines to look low maintenance.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
That. Anyways, all the work you have to put in to look just half decent. Yeah. And there's some crazy stuff. Some things I've tried that I have not stuck with on brand for that kind of thing. Okay, embarrassing, but tanning gummies.
I remember.
I still have the bottle. I only did it like a week or two.
You only did it? Oh, really?
Well, I got like sick, like a cold sick, but I didn't know why. And then I was just like,
It's too coincidental with the timing of this, and I don't want to.
For those that don't know, tanning gummies have like super concentration of like specific things. I forget what it was, but I was talking to Brenda about them. I was like, I think I'm gonna try these because you take them and it has a lot of beta carotene, but it has other stuff to like make the sun just like more effective. And I was like, this looks reasonable. I don't know, but I forget what it was. But you were just like, you got to be careful because if you take, it's like concentration of like 300% of like something that
yeah, it was like way more than you
ever. And you were like, if you take this, something about water, I forget.
It might have been like,
but that also
the
scared
vitamin
me.
was so vitamins can be water soluble or fat soluble.
Oh, yes.
And if it's water soluble, technically it can get out of your body because it'll like go out and pee. But if it's fat soluble, it can accumulate in your body. But still, if it's such a high concentration, it's like...
Yeah, so I got freaked out. So that was one of them.
That's fair.
Didn't stick with that. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I also just hate wasting stuff, though. Like, I hate buying something to try it and then not seeing it through. So now, like, what do I do with these? I don't know. I don't want to throw them away, but...
I know, but then it's like what are you going to use
one every 3 weeks, maybe. Maybe we'll try that, just to get rid of them. Other thing, mouth taping. I was on a kick for a while. Once again, TikTok shop. I am the most easily influenced person on the planet. And I'm like fairly strong-willed. Like when I get an ad on TikTok shop, I pretty much scroll past, but dang, they got me. So I bought, I don't know a brand. I think it was like Queen Tape or whatever. It's pink. And I was mouth taping.
Like lips?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen
I was mouth taping for a little bit, but it's just like,
Did you feel a difference?
I don't know. I slept fine. You can breathe fine. It's only bad when you like start thinking about it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but there was one night I woke up and I've been doing it for a while, and one night I woke up and I was like, can't talk out of my mouth. I was like panicking. And I was like, and I was like, okay, it needs to come off. I don't know why. I guess I'm not freaked out. Yeah, but I don't know. My whole thing is I hate my profile. Here it is. I don't like it. My nose is like this. I wish it was like that.
You need to go on the TikTok where it's like appreciating noses. Have you seen those?
Yeah, and I like it straight on. I just don't like it sideways. But apparently, now this is where I'm influenced.
Have you seen that video?
The kid.
Apparently.
Yes.
Apparently.
Love him.
I've never been on live television.
And apparently I'm just a kid and I don't watch the news.
Something about the
Grandpa
Powerball.
gives me a remote after he watches the Powerball. That kid, Noah Ritter.
Great.
Oh my god, I love him.
That kid's like way
went
older
on
now.
Ellen, like multiple times. She sent me like Disney and Hawaii.
That's crazy.
It's so good. If you haven't seen it,
go watch it.
Yes. Where was I?
Nose.
Apparently I have the profile of a mouth breather. I'm just turning into mouth breather shape and it's not good. So, anyways, I don't know why you wanted the mouth. That's why I wanted a mouth. We're back. But yeah, so those are the 2 things kind of craziest things I've tried, I think, at this point. Also debating trying the castor oil in the belly button.
I've seen it everywhere, yeah.
So,
well, again, influencers on social media, it's like, okay, I'm gonna do my whole skincare thing, mouth tape, and now I'm gonna put a red mask on me, and then
sock on my head,
a little thing, and then I'm gonna do the belly button, and then good night, and I'm like,
well, okay, I like the morning peel when they wake up,
or when they have like the little like,
oh
you know the thing.
I've thought about getting one of those.
I thought about it too.
Goes around her.
And then they come out.
Makes your neck skinny or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think of crazy things I've done. Crazy things I've done have been around, like, weight loss. Have you ever heard of the military diet?
No.
So, totally ridiculous. But I was like, you know what? I can eat ice cream. So, I'm going to try this diet. But the reason you can eat ice cream is because for breakfast, you have, like, 1 egg and a coffee and 2 crackers. And then for lunch, you get, like, a can of tuna and 2 crackers. And then for dinner, you get...
disgusting.
Like, I forget, like chicken and a vegetable and ice cream.
Oh, and you're like, there we go.
I was like, ice cream? Okay, I'll try this. Horrible. Definitely not enough calories. The crazier thing I've done is a potato diet.
Just potatoes? What?
There's a whole book on it. I bought the book and I was like, I'm going to try this. And it's like you literally just eat potatoes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, nothing else.
That's so
lightly
crazy.
salted. I forget if you could even use
Does that
salt.
have to be made a specific way, like a baked potato?
It's
Probably
like a
not
boiled.
like a boiled potato.
It's like the most bland thing you can eat. And the whole premise behind it is like your body, if you eat too much fat and too many carbs at the same time, your body can't process either one, so it just stores both of them as fat. So they're like, well, if you eat only potatoes, that's like eating only carbs. So your body can process that, and then it'll have to dip into like your fat storage. And then you'll lose weight or whatever.
Did any of these work?
No.
No. Okay.
I remember doing this potato thing, and I had a continuous glucose monitor at the time. Oh my God. I'd have a potato, and it'd be like, boom. And I have another potato for lunch. Bang.
Oh my gosh.
And it was raising my blood sugar so much that I remember like one of my eyes, my vision was getting blurry. And I was like,
God.
okay, I need to stop this.
Death by potato. What the heck?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Well, okay, one thing about the potato diet is like, well, what's crazy about any diet is all our bodies are different, right? So
Right.
somebody found that worked for them, and they were like, I have to tell the world, it is potatoes that is the answer. Because there's people who do like a carnivorous diet,
People
like
do the
meat
opposite,
only.
yeah.
There's vegetarians who swear by
vegan
not eating
only,
meat. Like,
raw plant only.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's just crazy to think that, like, I don't know, something as simple as like just eating potatoes could actually work for somebody.
Yeah.
But it's also just frustrating to an extent too for people who are trying to figure it out for themselves, because there's so many options and there's so many people telling you what works for them, and it's pulling you in different directions, and it's like, oh my God.
Yeah. And you'll see too, like even on this book, I was convinced to try it too because the Amazon reviews were positive.
Right.
And I was like, oh, this works for other people. Maybe it'll work for me.
Yeah.
But no.
Not always the case.
true.
Whether it's makeup, food, supplements, any of that.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, I think it's good to share what's worked for you, because people who are like still in that trial and error process can give those things a shot. But I think it's also just as beneficial to be transparent about the failures.
Oh, yeah.
The mouth tape, the tanning gummies, you know, the other things of the world, because
People are out there trying it anyway.
Right.
And wondering why it's not working.
Right.
And like starting to probably think like, oh, it's just me. I'm not meant to do X, Y, or Z. Like,
yeah, like you reading the reviews for the potato book, people are like, I've heard great things about this, and why am I the only
Why
person
is
that's
it
not
not
working?
working?
You're not alone. Yeah, I think that was quite a yap
quite a
sesh
journey.
there.
Yeah.
This is a little bit tangents.
Yeah. Getting back.
Yeah.
Getting back into the groove of things after our little break.
Hiatus,
Yeah.
if you will. Yeah. So angel number.
Angel number. Yeah.
This is episode 5. Angel number 5 often signifies major life changes, transformation, and new opportunities. So that's kind of cool. We're talking about
Yeah.
seeking transformation through
Right.
different means. It suggests you might be entering a new chapter or phase in your life, encouraging you to embrace these changes with a positive mindset. It also represents freedom, adventure, and curiosity. Really quick, random tangent. I know we normally end with that, but it just reminded me of something. I saw online the other day, it was like, if you're having trouble sleeping these past couple days, it's because something about the world is like shifting into another. I wish I remember all the terminology, but it was like,
I know what you're talking about. Is it like
it said like 3D to 5D. And I was
Yes.
like, I don't even know what that means.
I've seen this too.
But I was having trouble sleeping. And then I just read like new phase in your life, new chapter. And I was like, oh, that's
We're
crazy
changing
because
again.
we just shifted. The world just shifted somehow. So anyways, that's my woo-woo piece for you today.
Enjoy your shift.
And keep shifting. We'll see you on the next one.
See ya.
Bye.